The heatwave didn't break healthcare. It exposed the illusion that it was stable. When more than 180 million people are under extreme heat alerts, and emergency departments suddenly spike with heat stroke, dehydration, and collapse cases, the obvious story is the weather got worse. That story is comfortable. But it is incomplete, because systems do not fail when conditions become extreme. They fail when normal conditions were never as stable as we assumed. Heat does not create chaos in healthcare, it reveals it. The same thing happens in clinics every single day, just without the headlines. There is no dramatic collapse, no visible surge. Just a slow accumulation of friction that quietly shapes everything, documentation that is good enough, coding that is close enough, and workflows that rely on memory instead of structure. On a normal day, the system absorbs it. On a high-pressure day, it cannot. That is the real difference between stability and illusion of stability. Most physicians are taught to think in terms of events. A denial, a missed payment, a staffing gap. But the real driver of financial performance is not events. It is drift. Small deviations that repeat so often they stop being noticed. A missing detail here, a delayed entry there, a workaround that becomes standard practice. None of it feels urgent. That is exactly why it persists. And then the numbers arrive later as if they came out of nowhere. Lower collections, higher denial rates, slower cash flow. But nothing actually changed. The system simply stopped compensating for its own friction. This is where most solutions miss the point. They focus on fixing outcomes instead of questioning inputs. More billing support, more coding optimization, more automation layered on top of unstable data. But if the foundation is inconsistent, automation does not fix it. It accelerates inconsistency. The uncomfortable truth is this: healthcare revenue is not primarily a billing problem. It is a structure problem at the point where clinical reality becomes data. That moment is rarely designed, it is improvised. And improvised systems always fail under pressure. The heat wave is just a visible version of what already happens silently in healthcare operations. When load increases, the weakest assumptions surface first. Not because something new broke, but because something old could no longer hide. So the real question is not how to improve billing. It is whether your system is designed to survive reality or just normal days. If this resonates, the next step is simple. Find the point in your workflow where information first becomes ambiguous. That is where revenue is not lost in billing. It is lost in creation. Comment with the friction point you see most often in your practice, and share this with someone still trying to solve a systems problem with a billing solution. The problem starts earlier than that.